It is great to have you here this morning. You've been all around the world. What's neat, in town, back in Rochester, right? That's kind of your hometown.
Yes, it is. I actually grew up in Rochester, Indiana. I'm seventh-generation professional entertainer.
Really?
And my grandfather came over from Italy in, I believe, '31, and he moved to Rochester, Indiana, and that was their home base, and my parents still live there. And ever since then, we've been in the entertainment industry of some sort, whether it's working fairs, festivals, production shows, casinos, everything. And about, 11 years ago now, I got married to my wife, Daniela, and we came up with a show called Extreme Vegas.
Okay.
Now, that is a big Las Vegas-style production show. And, you know, there's dancers, big sets, like David Copperfield, Huge Illusions, really big stuff. And my next-door neighbor in Rochester is now the principal of the Rochester High School.
Okay.
And he said, can you bring, I mean, we've toured this show across 42 different countries.
Wow.
And he said, why don't you ever perform in Rochester? The problem is, there's not a tourist town here that could, you know, it costs thousands of dollars to even get the equipment in. And so we just kind of laughed it off, and it never went anywhere. But then we created a new show called Deception.
Okay.
And that does, it's an intimate, close-up comedy magic show. It's very one-on-one. It's a very, very fun show, and there's not smoke and mirrors. It's just down to the basics. And it allowed us to bring the show to Rochester. And so we contacted each other a few months ago and said, great, I'm working all year. On my vacation, when I come visit my family, we'll bring the show to town. And so that's what we did. I just finished performing for Disney Cruise Lines, the Disney Dream over Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And as soon as we finished, we packed up our equipment.
And here you go.
We're in Indiana.
And what's neat is this is helping out Rochester High School.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The proceeds are going to the Rochester High School Scholarship Fund for the school and for the kids. And you know what? It's just a fun thing for the community, especially the small town of Rochester, Indiana, to be able to bring a little bit of Las Vegas to Indiana.
And what was it that drew you into magic as a young kid?
Well, it's funny. I've always loved magic. Of course, I watched Copperfield on TV as a kid. I had everyone videotape, you know. But my performance wasn't magic involved at all. I was the world's only fireworks juggler. I juggled pyrotechnics. I did a lot of crazy stuff, balancing acts. And we were featured in production shows and stuff like that, doing those 10, 15-minute spots. And in 2007, me and my wife decided to put a new show together based on the best of Las Vegas variety acts.
Okay.
And when you think of that,
magic encompasses everything.
Yeah, magic and illusions have to be there.
And you got a little something here to show us, so take us through this.
Yes, okay. So this is what it is. Before I got here today, I printed some stuff on a piece of paper. I took some photographs with my iPhone of the cards. There's 6 cards here on the screen, okay? Now, I want the audience at home to look at the cards. Just make sure they can see it nice and close. I want the audience at home to pick any card on this paper. Pick any card. I want you to look at it. I want you to stare at it really, really close. Picture the card in your mind. Remember that card. You got it? You're staring at it, okay? Now, I printed a second piece of paper. Now, remember that card. That was 6 cards on the first paper. This next paper has only 5 cards. Look at this next paper. Your card should be gone.
It is.
It worked.
Yeah.
That's magic.
Isn't that pretty cool? and the show tonight, it's unbelievably affordable.
Yes, yes. Our average ticket prices when we tour around the world is between $25 and $65 a ticket. We only have $6 tickets for seniors and kids and $8 for adults. It doesn't get better than that. We're hoping to have a good time in Rochester tonight, so come out and see us. You're going to like it.
Okay, come on out tonight, heading down to Rochester. Fantastic show. Great to see you. Have a great show tonight.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, here's the information on your screen right there. It starts at 7:30. It is in the high school theater. Go out, have a good time. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.